introductions of the Mongolian wild horses in areas of Mongolia and China from our North America and Asian zoos. And as we train around this corner, we're coming to the lower part of our meadow. We're now looking at the beautiful Mongolian wild horses, standing like they're holding a town meeting or planning the great escape. I don't know which is which, but they're doing something. The Mongolian wild horses.
For girls are called the Przewalski's wild horse. Przewalski wild horses once roamed the steppes of Kazakhstan, China, and Mongolia, but unfortunately due to habitat loss and hunting, these horses were wiped off the face of the earth.
You look back to the far left, that little small animal lane there is a black buck antelope. We'll see many more. Black buck antelope, and they're classified as sexually dimorphic, only meaning that the males and the females look different from one another, even though they are the same species. Now,
right over here, you can see some of our male peafowl right here. The Indian peafowl is the national bird of India. Believe it or not, they have a display of, that display you see right there, it's called fanning, is actually a mating display. They do that so that the females know, hey, this guy's ready to mate. It's also showing the other males, back off, these are my girls.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm part of the wild.
Females have that tan coat white belly with no horns, where the males have that chocolate coat white belly with those horns. Now, we normally see three other species here in this meadow. We'll see them a little later, namely the Barasinger deer, big, beautiful honey-colored deer. They get their name from the look of the male deer antlers. Barasinger means 12-tined in Hindi, and that just means that the males have 12 to 14 points on those antlers. And a small spotted axis deer, which are native to India and Sri Lanka. And the Bronx Zoo's been showing those particular deer here since 1899, when the zoo first opened 123 years ago. And our new arrivals, the Bactrian deer, which are native to Central Asia, we'll see them a little later. Largest wild cattle, and believe me, not too many other animals bother them. They're as powerful as big. And the head of this particular herd is a female known as the matriarch. The gal of the world's largest wild cattle. Till. And once we round this corner, we'll soon be on the lookout for Anakin. Now, Anakin, folks, is our 8-year-old male Siberian tiger. Now, look up to the right, folks. There he is, walking up that path. Now, the two types of species that we do show here at the Bronx Zoo, the Malayan and the Siberian, also known as the Amur. The Siberian are the larger of the two, and that's what you're looking at right now, folks, a Siberian tiger. And as you can see, he's a big one. Now, tigers hunt a variety of animals, but they prefer wild pigs and medium-sized deer. Now, typically, a tiger will gorge itself on a fresh kill, eating as much as 40 pounds of meat at one time. Now, just think, that's the equivalent of you and I eating 160 hamburgers in one sitting. And after a meal of that size, a tiger will not eat again for about several days. And if you do want to get a closer look at our tigers, you can visit our Tiger Mountain right here at the Bronx Zoo. Again, that's Anakin, folks. He's our 8-year-old male Siberian tiger. And as you can see, he's a big one. These particular deer mark their territories by scent glands which are found right near their eyes, the Indian muntjac deer. We're also going to be on the lookout for the hog deer. Now, they get their name because they're short and heavy like a hog. They creep, they duck, they run under things rather than jump over things like other deer, hence the name hog deer. We're also going to be on the lookout for the Sandbar Deer, one of the largest deers in southern Asia. They stand about 5 feet tall at the shoulder, weighing as much as 650 pounds, and with antlers that go at least 3 feet long. We're also going to be on the lookout for the Nilgai antelope. Now, they get their name from the color of the male's coat. Nilgai means blue bull in Hindi. And that's because the males have a bluish gray tint to their coats, while the females have a yellowish brown of theirs. Males have horns where the females do not, and they've been clocked around 30 miles per hour while running. Now, if you see that little small deer next to the Indian muntjac, that was a small hog deer. Now, getting back to the nilgai antelope, they are the largest antelope species in Asia, getting clocked at 30 miles per hour. Another distinctive feature, if we do catch them standing up, of the nilgai antelope, look right above their hooves, they look like they're wearing white and black socks. Another hog deer down to the bottom right. Now, if we look over, there's some more way over there, folks. Those little hog deer. I call those little guys the creepers and the duckers because, again, they like to creep and duck and run under things rather than jump over things like other deer. Now, as we come up, folks, I want you to see our nilgai antelope. Now, the nilgai, these are all females. The blue bull is not out today. Look to the right, there they go. And up to the right corner are the Sandbar Deer with that beautiful chocolate color. And there's a young one right there grazing with that coat still growing in. But the lighter color ones are the nilgai antelope. Again, clocked at over 30 miles per hour. They are very fast. Those are all females. Now quickly, folks, look down to the bottom right. The small deer right below is down to the bottom right. That's a cute little Chinese tufted deer. That's a full-grown deer, folks. That's not a baby. Full-grown, 40 pounds maximum weight. The babies look like mice. Now, just like our white-tailed deer here in New York, they have a white tail in the rump, and when they flash that tail, it's the signal danger to the other deer. And it also allows the small fawns to follow their mothers in flight, again, once they sense danger. Now, these deer are very rarely found in zoos outside of China, so we're very fortunate to have them here at the Bronx Zoo. And I spotted two more way to the far right side back on the fence. Again, those are full-grown. And they get that name tufted because of the tuft of hair found right on the top of their heads. And a fun fact about them, if we were to hear them make a sound, it would sound just like a barking dog. The cute little Chinese tufted deer. And we'll soon be crossing back over the Bronx River, the highest point in our tour. Now, once we're over the water, we will be 35 feet high, so it does offer a nice photo opportunity. Now, thousands of commuters cross this waterway every day, but underneath the highways and the elevated tracks, the river still rushes along.
Fish and channels in the water, but please do not stand up to look. Rivers are vital resources for wildlife all over the world. And now the Rocky Terrain of this area that we're now entering.
That's the Bronx River here in New York, or the Irrawaddy River in Asia. Rivers and streams are vital resources for wildlife everywhere. Let's look down right before that tree, laying before that tree, look straight ahead. That long shed of rock. Now quickly look to the far right. The ghost with these long corkscrew horns, these are our male markhorns. Now in the males, these horns can grow as long as 5 feet, folks, 10 inches in the females. And the males also sport those cool beards under their chin. Now these animals are able to jump 6 feet straight in the air. That's without a running start, 6 feet straight up. And our marks have been known to climb these trees just to reach the fresh leaves. They're excellent climbers and leapers, the markhorn. Now we do have another species of goat named the Himalayan tahr. They have a darker and shaggy coat, and their horns go directly back over their heads. They also have special rubbery claws in their hooves that allow them to climb rocks very easily, just like the sole of the climbing boot. There's another markhorn laying between those trees. And our Himalayan tahr probably on the other side. Now folks, I don't want you to miss this. The train's about to slow up. And that's because we're approaching a large tree that looks like the shape of a V. Now behind that tree is a smaller tree, and down to the bottom right, laying on a special branch, is Linus, our red panda. So as we come up slowly, look to the right. Again, once we pass this large tree, behind it is a smaller one. And there's Linus, our red panda, laying there like he worked all night. There he is. Now people have been fascinated by the color of that fur. Now in Nepal, they're called Han Ho, which roughly translated means firefox. And the Chinese word for red panda translates small bear cat. Do take very good care of our elephants. They not only get baths, but they get pedicures as well, and they deserve it. That is Patty, our Asian elephant.
Pounds and she has to eat a lot of vegetation. She eats 200 pounds of hay a day and drinks 60 gallons of water. Again, this is daily. And try to take a good look at Patty's trunk. Her trunk has over 40,000 muscles in it, which is more than the human body itself. And also has this finger-like feature at the end that only Asian elephants have. It allows them to pick a blade of grass from the ground or tear down all of these surrounding tree branches with enormous force. Hi, Patty. But now, as we're saying bye to Happy and Patty, we are on the lookout.
Greater one-horned rhino, also known as the Indian rhino. Now, folks, I see her way over to the right side. So what we're going to do, we're going to scoot around there. She's straight ahead. Try to get closer. As we do, I'm going to give you some facts. Now, all rhinos are highly endangered, with about 3,700 surviving in India and Nepal. Now, here at the Bronx Zoo, we've had great success caring for these very rare animals, but breeding is a huge challenge. Now this part is for the moms on the train. Moms, listen to this. A female rhino stays pregnant for 16 months. Then Malaysia, made back in 1977, and made larger ball rhinos all by themselves just by continually stomping around it. That's how they made it bigger. And they've been doing it since 1977, folks, when Wild Asia first opened 45 years ago. And that's Cali. And here's some more about our rhinos.
The rhinos you see here are Indian rhinos.
Information about these Sumatra tigers.
Behind, and you can watch your steps as you're exiting the monorail cars, and again, enjoy the rest of your day here at the wonderful Bronx Zoo. We'll soon be making that final stop.
Hi, buddy.
También, ¿cómo se chango? Sí, mi amor, ahí están los changos. Ay, me gustan los changos, mami. Me gustan los changuitos.
Hey, buddy. Hi. Hi. Kisses. Kisses. Wave to you. Wigging its tail there.
Yeah.